Hi, my name's Sam and this is Wrinkle Wrinkle Little Star. Today I wanted to talk to you about Halloween decorations. So if you're anything like me, the majority of your Halloween decorations probably look a little bit like this and are from the likes of Poundland or Home Bargains. There's nothing wrong with them. We get them out every single year, even though the batteries have gone and they don't light up anymore. But I wanted to stop buying so much plastic stuff at Halloween and I wanted to start making some sustainable decorations. I also wanted to use it with some of the craft materials that we have around the house, and I wanted to find some activities to keep the boys occupied as well. So we came up with quite a few and I thought I'd share them with you just in case you want to give them a go as well. This first one is a spooky spider. This is really simple to make. All you need is some A3 black card, a pencil, some scissors, some googly eyes and some way of sticking the googly eyes on, so either glue dots or some glue. You can also hang some string off the back of it so you can hang it off the wall or wherever you want to. To make it, simply fold your entire piece of black card in half, draw half of a spider shape onto it, cut it out. Once you cut it out, it will look like this minus the eyes. Stick as many eyes on as you want to make it as spooky as you want, and then it's up to you whether you stick it onto the wall like that or whether you hang a little bit of cord off it and dangle it down from something for some extra spookiness. Woo! We also made these bats, which are made in pretty much the same way. So again, black card, googly eyes, bit of glue, pencil, scissors. You don't need anything amazingly special for these. Fold your card in half. It's a bit like making butterflies when you were a kid, if you ever did that. Draw on a bat shape, so little scallop shapes for the wings and kind of a half circle for the body. Cut it out, unfold, stick on your eyes, and you've got your bat. So we made them in lots of different sizes. That's our little bat. A little bit bigger. Quite small again. And a big bat. Eldest when we made these was 6 and he was able to help us with those, so it's something that the kids can help with, because I know some crafts aren't always that kid friendly, but that is a kid friendly craft. Next up are some felt decorations. These are really simple. Just cut out the shapes in felt and stick googly eyes on them. This was just some felt I had hanging around from a craft pack that I bought from Hobbycraft a while ago. So I made a little bat out of black felt. I made a pumpkin out of orange and green felt and just stuck the little stalk onto it. And then I made a spooky ghost out of white felt with googly eyes again. If you're going to get one craft material for Halloween decorations, I would say make it googly eyes, because they make everything spooky. And get edible eyes for your cakes as well, because they're fun. Speaking of googly eyes, sticking with that theme, these are some leaves that I got from eBay, I think. I'll link them below if I can find them on there. And I bought them originally for kind of an autumn craft activity when Jakey was little. We've got loads of them, you get a really big pack. So we decided to make some spooky leaves, and we've got a tree that we use as an Easter tree, but I also like to get it out for things like Halloween or birthdays and stuff and just decorate it. So we hung these little bits of cotton to dangle off that tree. Again, really simple. We literally just stuck the eyes onto the leaves with some glue dots, and then this is just a little bit of cotton from my sewing kit, and I just used a needle to push it through, tied it in a knot at the top, and then we hung those on the tree. So that was quite a simple craft again, and they looked kind of fun and kind of spooky, and you could use those for just autumn decorations as well. Got like a yellowy orange one, and another one, a red one, and this, oh, that one has no eyes on it. The eyes have clearly fallen off. So that's what they look like without eyes though, if you're curious. Something else that I decided to make was this haunted house. So again, it's black card. The windows are actually made from Quality Street wrappers. You know, kind of like the film part that you get on the Quality Street wrapper. I always save those because they come in so handy for crafts. Basically, I freehand drew the haunted house. I kind of copied one from the cover of a magazine, not a magazine, like an activity book that we had. So that was kind of my guide, but I did sort of change it a little bit. So I drew it out, then I copied it onto another piece of paper, and then cut out all the windows using a craft knife, put one layer on the table, stuck the sweet wrappers into place. I think I used double-sided sticky tape, stuck the two pieces of card together with some double-sided sticky tape, And then we've got a window between the lounge and the conservatory. So I popped that in there and it kind of caught the light nicely through the little windows and looked quite spooky and atmospheric. Candles are always a good bet for Halloween as well. These ones are a few years old now, but we get them out just for old time's sake. Basically, just buy some pillar candles, get some Sharpies and draw on them. As I say, these are looking a little bit worse for wear now because I think they perhaps need to be either drawn on again or drawn over to make them a little bit darker. But you can kind of see what we've done with the Sharpies. And again, that is such an easy craft to do. Even little ones will be able to do that with, as long as you trust them with a Sharpie, obviously. But there's some spooky, spooky candles. Obviously, you could light them if you want to. We've just left them like that, just so they can be spooky and can be bought out every year. In the same vein, if you have the battery-powered tea lights, you can make these little tea light covers, which are ghosts. So they're basically just paper cases that you use for cakes, like muffin cases. You kind of flatten them out, draw a face on the crinkly bit, and then put a little bit of sticky tape on the back to hold them together and to form them into kind of like a triangle, kind of ghosty shape. Then you can sit a little tea light, obviously an LED one, not a flamey one, otherwise it'd set on fire. And they make a nice little centerpiece for a table. And again, it's really easy. Although little ones might not be able to do the sticky tape bits, they can certainly draw faces on. So we've got an ooh one, one with a spooky mouth, another one with a spooky mouth, and another ooh one. If you make snowflakes at Christmas, you can also make spider webs for Halloween. Exactly the same idea. So you take an A4 piece of paper, fold it into a triangle, cut the bottom off to give you essentially a square. You fold that into a triangle, this doesn't want to fold for some reason, and a triangle again. Then you get your scissors and cut out the shapes, unfold it, ooh, and you're left with a spider web. Good for decorating the windows. We had a Halloween party because we hadn't had people over for ages and we wanted an excuse to be sociable and have people in the house. So we took the classic game, pin the tail on the donkey, and changed it to pin the spider on the web. Really easy to do. This is just some lining paper that we've pulled off a roll because we always have it around for the kids to draw on. You could use parcel paper or just a sheet of A3 paper, whatever you have to hand. Drew a spider web on it. Drew a little spider on a piece of paper. Put a bit of blue tack on the back of it, and then normal pin the tail on the donkey things, put the blindfold on, spin the kids round, and whoever gets it closest to the middle of the web is the winner. This is me getting a bit Pinteresty, and I don't know if you can see it very well, the ghosts keep turning around, but basically it says boo, and then it's got two ghosts with googly eyes in the middle. Ooh. Yeah. So yeah, I copied this idea off Pinterest, I think it was. Basically, this is a piece of white wool, I have to think what it was called then. These are also made from white wool. So what I did is I got a piece of cardboard, I think it was like a Cadbury's Fingers empty box. I wrapped lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of wool around it, and then snipped the one side of it to give me these loose ends. Got another piece of wool and tied around the top to give me that kind of head shape, and then stuck some eyes on it. Tied another piece of wool into it to attach to the main piece of wool. Did the same with this one. And then these letters are formed from pipe cleaners. So it was just a case of trying to bend them into shape and then attaching them onto the main piece of wool. And I'm quite proud of that. The only thing is they do keep turning around. They're clearly shy ghosts. Another really easy way of decorating your house is to do drawings. So Mr. H is a bit of an artist, bless him. So we did a little pumpkin kid drawing, did a little Frankenstein drawing, spooky clown, zombie, witch, which I think Elliot coloured that one in brilliantly, spooky skeleton, and a mummy. And obviously my husband did these, so you can get the kids to do them. And we had a little gallery on the wall with all of the spooky drawings, which was quite fun. So that's how we created our sustainable Halloween decorations. If you've got any other ideas for crafting and sustainable Halloween decorations, I'd love to see them, so share your links below. And all I can say is happy Halloween and happy crafting. Thanks for watching.